Ladies and gentlemen, it turns out you don't even have to buy the Steam machine. You can literally just build one yourself, and the wild part is that they're absolutely fine with that, and they might even want you to do it. What the heck is going on here? So Valve just dropped their $1,000 living room PC, and literally everybody is online arguing about whether it's worth the money or not, and honestly, I think that might be the wrong argument, because the most interesting thing about the Steam machine isn't even the box itself. It's that Valve actually made that box completely optional. Everything that makes it special, I mean, you can put on a PC that you build yourself. And once you see how on purpose that is, this whole launch kind of flips, at least in my opinion. So this entire video is really one question. If you can build your own Steam machine, should you just go and do that? I'm gonna show you what Valve is straight up giving away for free, what the real box costs, what's hiding inside of it, and why a company this freaking big is basically telling you to go build the competition. You may want to stick around for that last part. The reason is the best part of this entire thing, in my humble opinion. Here's the thing that Big Console doesn't want you to know. What makes a Steam machine isn't the hardware, ladies and gentlemen. It's the software, and the software, it is free as free can be. Now, obviously, the Steam machine runs SteamOS, Valve's own system. They've spent 10 years making this thing good. You hit one single button and the game, it's literally just there. You don't get launchers or typically fights with drivers. You don't have Windows deciding that it needs to update the second that you sit down and want to play some games. You literally put a game to sleep like a console, and then you can pick it back up in 5 seconds. It's super, super sweet, and it wakes up your TV and flips to the right input on its own, all that fun stuff. It's what makes a console a console. But is it what makes a PC a PC? I don't know. I mean, really, that's the entire pitch of this box. And the kicker here is that this month, Valve flipped the switch and officially said that you can put SteamOS on your own desktop and build your own Steam machine. This isn't like a workaround or like a community hack type thing. You have Valve's blessing. Gabe came down from the heavens and said, "Here, take my baby." And you said, "This is a beautiful baby. Are you sure I can have it?" And he said, "Yeah. Who needs another yacht? I've got enough." The magic was never really about that cube, was it? We're starting to find out. Valve just put SteamOS in a nice cube and then charged you for said cube. Now listen, I'm not gonna hide the asterisk from you, because you're probably wondering, Zach, what's the catch? There must be a catch. And there is. Right now, the desktop version of SteamOS wants an AMD graphics card. No NVIDIA support yet. It's not ready, though Valve has said that it's coming, and it's early. So like the installer of SteamOS apparently is pretty rough, but the door wide open, and it only really opens wider from here. And I kind of want you guys to hold that thought for a second, because Valve goes much, much further than just handing you the software. Stay with me. Let's look at how Valve built the actual machine, because it kind of tells you everything you need to know. On the Steam machine, you can wipe it and you can install literally any operating system that you want, including Windows if you are so inclined.
Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want. And it works with all your favorite desktop and gaming accessories.
You can pop open the Steam machine, you can swap the RAM, you can swap the storage. It is, quite literally, underneath the cute case, just a small PC. Valve didn't do a whole lot of stealing it shut. They actually kind of handed you the screwdriver. The LTT screwdriver, even. This isn't sponsored, I don't know why I plugged that. Just to be nice, I guess. It's a good screwdriver. Now that I think about it, Sony would never let you crack open a PS5 and put your own parts in there. Nintendo would literally sue you for looking at a Switch too hard. And I believe that. That is not even an exaggeration. That sealed box thing is kind of the playbook the consoles have gone by forever. They want to keep you out and also keep you locked in. Very sneaky. Now, Valve did the absolute opposite, and they did it on purpose. They built what was supposed to be the one living room box that you're actively encouraged to take apart and upgrade and reflash and all that stuff. That is textbook how you don't protect a product. That's how you tell people, in fact, that the product wasn't even the point this entire time. Which brings us to the part where building your own stops being just like nerdy flex or whatever and starts being maybe a little bit more about smart money. The price. Let's talk about the price. The cheapest Steam machine is $1,049, and that doesn't even come with a controller. It climbs all the way to $1,428 for the loaded one, and get this, it was supposed to be, according to like early discussion, around $750. But then what happened? Oh, you know what happened, you silly goose. The memory market lost its freaking mind. RAM prices shot up and $750 became $1,000 very quickly. This is like textbook Valve not getting greedy. Valve got mugged like the rest of us, is what I'm trying to say. They got mugged by the parts market, and we're the ones paying for it. So yay, 2026. It's been a ride, hasn't it? Now here's what's actually inside that $1,000 box of Valves. You've got a 6-core chip, 16 gigs of RAM, and graphics that kind of put you somewhere around an RTX 4060. Now, if you build PCs, you may have winced just slightly. The 4060 is considered somewhat of an entry-level card. You can buy one by itself for around, I don't know, I guess it depends on the day, $300 to $400, somewhere in there. So let's think about that. You're paying $1,000 for a machine built around a $300 graphics card. Now, for that same $1,000, you could build a PC that is upgradable in many more ways with a beefier AMD card that laps it, more room to upgrade later, running the very same SteamOS. You'll get better frames, better future with the exact same software. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but if you're getting something out of this, I'm just saying the subscribe button is right there. Costs you nothing, which is more than I can say for anything in this video. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Sorry. Now, before someone says, why don't you just go and buy a console? I mean, I guessed. A PS5, it's $600 for the digital and the Pros, $899, and both come with a controller, which is kind of nice. Cheaper than a Steam machine? No question. But a console is still going to lock you back into that whole sealed box environment. The entire reason that we're here is the Steam machine doesn't do that. PC gaming don't do that. The real fight was, I don't think, ever really the Steam machine versus PlayStation. It's kind of a Steam machine versus the PC that you would build for the same money. And the PC just keeps winning. So here's my question. This is maybe the question that matters the most. Why would Valve build a box, set the price, and then hand you everything that you need to skip it? Free software, open hardware. I'll tell you why. It's because Valve doesn't make a dime on the freaking Steam machine. They actually even said it out loud that they're selling the Steam machine at cost. One of their own engineers said that the hardware has to pay for itself, and they're not going to prop it up by game sales like a lot of consoles do with console exclusives and things like that. So where's all the money? I'm starting to feel bad for Valve. I sure hope they make it. Don't worry, they'll be fine because they have the store. That's right, Valve takes a cut, as you guys know, of every single game that you buy on Steam. That's their business. The Steam machine, the box, the build your own PC, the Steam Deck, all of that stuff, it's really just doors into the same store. So Valve genuinely does not care which door you walk through. Every single road somehow ends at the same checkout screen that I see all the time for games that I keep buying and not playing. Gets me every time. For 10 years, PC gaming meant Windows historically, right? And then Valve spent that entire decade just scheming and doing Linux schemes, quietly building their way out of that Windows ecosystem. And guess what? That's SteamOS. The Steam machine isn't really a product that they need you to buy. It's literally the loudest possible ad for an operating system that they give away for free so they can sell you games forever. It's beautiful, really. So should you buy the Steam machine? Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're into it. Or maybe you could build one. I mean, Valve did hand you the software for free, and they left the hardware wide open. They told you that the box is not where they're going to be making their money. And listen, that is about as close as a giant company is ever going to get to looking at you right in the freaking eyes and saying, just build your own. Damn it. Just do it. Just build your own Steam machine. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta ask, are you gonna be buying the Cube? Are you taking the hint maybe and building a better one for the same money? What direction are we going here? Let me know down in the comments, because I already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try putting SteamOS on my backup computer I don't use anymore here. That is literally my project today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.